Hello everyone, this is Professor Tawfiq Ahmed. Welcome back to Cost Accounting class. Today we are going to discuss about an important topic on materials. As we know that material plays an important and significant role to ascertain the cost. Hence, material is one of the important element of costing. Without considering a material, we are not supposed to get a cost of particular product. Moreover, it is important that how we have to purchase material and how it could be controlled, it plays and it means a lot. Today we are going to discuss about an important topic relating to the material, that is what called computation of stock level. Yes guys, let me tell you what is stock. Generally in day to day we are using the term stock. It is always known as inventory. Inventory is a commercial word. So what does it mean? Stock refers to the physical goods and materials that a businessman owns inside the organization. Yes guys, so stock, it may varies according to the nature of the business. Based on the business, the variety of stocks may be varying. And ultimately, stock is nothing but it is a kind of physical goods that a businessman owns inside the organization. Let me tell you what are all the things included in stocks. Just a while I told you stocks may vary according to the nature of the business and it may varies according to the business condition. In generally, stocks and inventory includes raw materials, stores, spare parts, tools, components, semi-finished goods and finished goods. For your better understanding, I will quote you one example by which you can easily understood the concepts of inventory. A person who is doing leather business, what are all the stocks, what are all the materials they treated as a stock? Like if a person doing a leather business, chemicals they can maintain as a stock, shoe materials they can maintain as a stock, and various things like soles are there, shoe materials are there, and semi-finished goods are there like chappals, like sandals, etc. They may maintain as a stock. So as a businessman, it is very important that they have to control their inventory. Why? Because inventory, whatever the inventory we are kept inside the organization, actually it is not an inventory, it is a part of company's working capital. So it is a prime responsibility of the businessman as well as it is a prime responsibility of the store in charge that they have to control inventory at the best level. So inventory control, it is a system which ensures the maintenance of a required quantity of inventories of the required quality at the required time with minimum amount of investment. Yes guys, so whatever the materials we have kept as a stock, actually it is not an material, it is a part of company's investment and it is part of company's working capital. So it is our responsibility as a storekeeper, the prime responsibility of the storekeeper, they have to control stocks in effective manner. Now how the organizations are maintaining stock, let me tell you one by one. Most of the organizations, they are keeping their stock in various levels, in various methodologies. Some organizations, some big organizations, they are maintaining stocks according to their nature of the business, and some small organizations, they also keeping their stock according to the nature of the business. So let me tell you what are all the levels we have in stock control. The first level, that I have first and foremost level which I have presented here, that is what called minimum stock level. What is minimum stock level? This is the minimum quantity of materials to be maintained inside the store throughout the period, like throughout the month or year. The minimum stock level is commonly known as safety stock or buffer stock. Yes, guys. So, what is minimum stock level? Generally, in common, most of the organization they used to follow minimum stock level. Why? Because they don't have a sufficient place, they don't have a sufficient investment, so that they are maintaining minimum stock level. That's why the minimum stock level it's always known as safety stock and buffer stock level. Now let me tell you the another type of stock level, that is what called maximum stock level. Yes, guys, what does it mean? It is that quantity above which the stock of any item should not be allowed to exceed. Should not be allowed to exceed. It is also known as upper limit of stocks. Let me tell you who all are maintaining this kind of stocks. Generally, the maximum stock level requires spacious, large spacious, and it requires a huge place, and it requires a huge amount of investment, and it requires a huge safety. It requires a lot of safety. Uh, Let me tell you an example. There are various kinds of warehouses are there. They are keeping lakhs of quantities of materials inside the warehouse. So this is a type of maximum stock level. So maximum stock level which requires the large quantity of materials and which require large place and which requires large amount of investment, so that you can maintain maximum stock level. So most of the organization they might be following these kind of stocks also. So let me tell you another important topic, another level of stocks. This is what called danger level. Yes, guys, what is danger level? It is below par. What does it mean? This is the stock level below minimum level. When stock reach this level, action for immediate purchase is necessary and issues must be controlled. Why? Because danger level is a danger zone. So every organization they have to maintain at least a minimum stock level in order to accomplish the production. So whenever the stock goes on danger zone, then it is a prime responsibility of the store in charge and the purchase manager that they have to initiate purchase decision and they have to initiate immediate purchase action to avoid from the danger zone. So this is a one kind of stock level. And finally, this is a fourth level. It is what called a reorder level. See, reorder level, it's something between maximum and minimum stock level. So it's an average level and it is between the maximum and minimum stock level. Once a stock level reach a reorder level, the storekeeper initiate purchase requisition to obtain fresh stock. So these all are the things that discuss about the various types of stock levels. So yes, dear guys, so this kind of stock levels are by the various organization opts according to their business condition and according to their nature of the business. Now let me tell you this particular thing with a brief illustration. With the help of illustration you can understood how to calculate maximum stock level and how to calculate minimum stock level and what are all the formulas we have to use to find out the minimum and maximum stock level. Now with a illustration we could understand the concept clearly. Now the question goes like this: in a company, weekly minimum and maximum consumption of material A are 25 units and 75 units respectively. 25 units and 75 units respectively. The reorder quantity as fixed by the company is 300 units. The material is received within 4 to 6 weeks from the issue of supply order. So this is what called reorder period. So by considering all those things, we have to found out and we have to calculate minimum stock level and maximum stock level for material A. So let me explain you how could we sort out these kind of problems. It is very simple. If you want to sort out this stock level problem, the first and foremost stage is you have to find out reorder level. How could you find out reorder level? You can find out reorder level by applying the following formula. So what is the formula? The formula is very simple: maximum consumption into maximum reorder period. In question itself, it is clearly given that maximum consumption will be 75 units and maximum reorder period will be 6 weeks. So 75 units into 6 weeks, then we can get 450 unit as a reorder level. Now after finding out the reorder level, then we can move ahead to find out maximum stock level. How could we find out maximum stock level? It's very simple. By applying the formula, you can find out maximum stock level. What was the formula? The formula is very simple: a reorder level plus reorder quantity minus minimum consumption into minimum reorder period. So reorder level already we have found out in our previous stage, and reorder quantity it is already given in question. So if we include reorder level plus reorder quantity, then we can get 750 units, and we have to detect minimum consumption into minimum reorder period. What is minimum consumption? Minimum consumption will be 25 units and minimum reorder period will be 4 weeks. So if we multiply 25 into 4, then you can get 100 units. Therefore you can find out maximum stock level by detecting 100 on 750 units. So therefore 750 minus 100 units, then you can get 650 as a maximum stock level. Yes guys, now the third stage that we are going to find out minimum stock level. How could you find out minimum stock level? It is very simple. By applying the following formula, you can find out minimum stock level. What is the formula? The formula is very simple: reorder level minus normal consumption into normal reorder period. So reorder level already we have found out in our previous stage, that is 450 unit. Now we can find out normal consumption into normal reorder period. So normal itself shows that it is an average. Normal consumption, it is shows that it is an average. How could you find out normal consumption? Nothing to worry, that is very easy. You can average it, and that is what a normal consumption. How? You just see here, maximum consumption plus minimum consumption divided by 2, then you can get normal consumption. Then maximum reorder period plus minimum reorder period divided by 2, then you can get normal reorder period. So come to the point, already we have found that reorder level as a 450 unit. Now we are finding out the normal consumption. The minimum consumption will be 25 units and maximum consumption will be 75 units. If we include, then we can get 100 units. If we divided it by 2, then you can get 50 units. And normal reorder period will be, maximum reorder period will be 6, minimum reorder period will be 4 weeks. If you include, you can get 10 weeks, and if you are dividing into 2, then you can get 5 weeks. Then it is very simple. Already we have reorder level 450 units, and now we came to know the normal consumption and normal reorder period. 50 units as a normal consumption and 5 weeks as a normal reorder period. If we multiply 50 into 5, then you can get 250 units. If you deduct 450 minus 250, then you can get 200 unit as a minimum stock level. Thank you guys. Hope you are watching and you have understood the concepts clearly. We will discuss another topic in our forthcoming class. Thank you very much.